Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Yay! Well, Stihl MS311 Stihl. He said, Tom, my chainsaw running terribly and my muffler fell off. Well, I'd say it did. I'd certainly say it did. So let's figure out why this thing is running bad. Looks like the screw holes and the threaded holes there are still in pretty good shape. Let's take a look at the rings and the cylinder. Let me set this camera down. Let's see. First thing I'm going to do is pull this bar off of here. Let's do that. Yeah. I must have used an impact on that. Let's see. I'm going to grab a socket and put it on my impact and get that thing off of there. Get this cover and bar off, that way I can run this thing and not have to worry about hurting myself. All this stuff out of the way here. I'll sharpen that chain too. That thing's kind of dull. All right. Let's see. Let me get that piston up there. Let me grab a flashlight so we can see what we're looking at. That cylinder wall looks pretty good. Let's check the piston rings. They look pretty good. Let's see the piston skirt. It looks pretty good. Still has all its machine surfaces. Okay. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is get this muffler mounted back on it. I don't know why in the world that thing fall off. I'm gonna put a little dab of blue thread lock on these bolts, on these screws that hold that thing on. If I have any left, if I can squeeze some out of this tube. Let's see, the muffler goes like that. Goes like that. Let's see if I got any blue thread locker left in here. Yeah, there's a little grip. There's a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Here's one. And there's the other one. Oh, I just lost that one. Grab something. I think that gasket trying to fall down. There we go. Need to pull this cover off the top. That's what I need to do. That way we can see down in there and make sure that gasket's on there like it should be, and it is. All right. Not too tight, but tight enough. Easy. Easy. Okay. Well, we got the muffler back on. Gasket's on there like it should be. Well, let's check the fuel tank. Grab a little bucket. Drain whatever's in the fuel tank. Had just a little bit left in there. Let's take a gander at this fuel line and this fuel filter. Grab a screwdriver. I want this thing to, come out the other direction. Uh-oh. Somebody's trying to holler at me. Come on, fuel filter, come out of there for me. I want the top of the filter to come out first, because otherwise the fuel line ain't long enough. It's just kind of hard to get in there to it. It is. It ain't gonna let me. It's trying to be stubborn. Let me hit pause. I got a customer. All right. All right. Let's go over here and blow this thing out with an air hose. Ooh, I hate trying to do something like this when it's cold. Come on, springtime. All right. Okay. Grab some fresh fuel. Make sure the filter's sitting in the bottom correctly. Fuel line looks good. It's supposed to be clipped right there. All right. Well, let's see how she runs. Whew, this will throw my shoulder out. this thing's got a lot of compression, even with the compression release pushed in. Ooh, take a break. Ooh, take a break. Ooh, big. You look in here, make sure the fuel line's not damaged. Looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. Hiya! I think we got ourselves a carburetor issue. I'll do. That's why I don't like working on chainsaws. I believe we're going to have to go into this carburetor and see exactly what's going on here. Let me hit pause. We'll get, you know, it's 3:30. I'm going in the house. We'll finish this video in the morning. Next time y'all see me, it'll be in the morning after I get it warmed up out here. Y'all hang with us. Good morning. Let's see what this thing will do. Been sitting all night long. Yeah. Hey, look at there. We got a hit. We got a hit. Well, okay. Okay. Seems around. I got to get it put all back together before I see if it needs to be adjusted. But before I do that, I'm going to sharpen the chain. Sharpen this chain. Sharpen this chain. Let's do that. I've already got it sitting here, all adjusted and everything. Whew. Easy. This chain ain't very dull. I just don't want to put it back on without sharpening it. That's the least I can do for him. I'm taking just a little bit off. Taking just enough to shine it up. It's in good shape. I was going to use this sharpener, but I just don't like the angle. It'll sharpen it a little bit here and then a little bit on the bottom. I just can't get it. This one seems to be tilted a little further over. Go and add it better, but so all I want to do is give it a shine. That tooth right there is damaged. Ain't much we can do with that. Easy. I think I'm going to end up going back to Northern and getting that other. It's just like this. This is a strong way, I think. Yeah, strong way. This one had that hydraulic mechanism that went here to here and it would tighten every time you'd pull that down. I took all that off hoping to make it a little easier, but this is the more expensive of the two styles they had. The other one didn't have that. But the other one seems to be a little easier, so I'm going to end up getting that one. get the other one. It's a little more user friendly. This one is not. It's so stiff. Somebody said, once you heat up that spring right there, and that's not a bad idea, just take my torch and get that thing cherry red and just kind of make it a little softer. But this one's getting it all the way around. Seems to be a good 35 degrees angle. See, this one you can adjust this way, adjust back and forth. This one you can adjust the angle there. I like 70 degrees. 35 is what I'm used to. Just a little bit. At least this way I can say, yeah, I did sharpen your chain. Hey, easy, easy, easy. So you get into that link right there, and that's when you cause the chain to break. I wasn't doing a very good job back in the 90s when I was a shop supervisor. I had some young guys I tried to teach how to sharpen chains. And I had this one particular customer, I'll never forget the guy. He was really nice. He was Russian. He had a tree service. And he always brought us his chainsaws. We were a Stihl dealer, and we always kept his chains sharp. And he come back twice, said his chain broke. Come to find out, I didn't train the guy well enough, and he was cutting way too deep into the tooth, and he was getting down into the link, and that's where it was breaking on him. And I just gave him a new chain. He was happy. I didn't tell him what happened, but I said, "Here, sir, just have a new chain on us." Just right. I don't want to take a lot off of it. There we go. Oh, still too much. Easy, 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 easy. I didn't get into the link that time. Boy, somebody sharpened this thing way too deep, just like I did the other one. It's way down in there. Golly. Easy, 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 easy. Easy, easy. I'm gonna say, "Here, sir, I got your chainsaw running again. By the way, I ruined your chain." Easy. That's good. That's good. Less is more. Easy, easy. That's good. easy. All right, last one. Oop, and that's where I cut his chain in half. All right. Back over to the sole. Back over to the saw. Oh, I need to dress this bar too. You can see how hot it was getting. Well, look at that lip. That is one heck of a lip. This actually gets wider than the chain in it. You think you're not cutting good with a dull chain, but that's not the case. It's just the fact that you get these ridges built up on here and the bar gets wider than the chain is. Of course it won't cut. So I just go over it just very lightly. Very lightly. You can do that with a file or a piece of sandpaper, a little hand grinder, Dremel tool, whatever you got. I like to take a small screwdriver too and just go in here. Get out anything that might be stuck in there. Yep, there it is. Look at all that. Ew. This is where the oil goes in here, whatever side you might have it on. Make sure that's all cleaned out. Make sure the sprocket's good. Nice and loose. Take a little puff of air and blow that oil passage. Okay, good enough. I don't have any wood, I don't have any logs or stumps or anything I can really test this thing on, so I'll just see how well it runs and put it back there and let him get this thing hot and use it all day. And if there's any more trouble, just let me know and we'll adjust it. Because I really quit working on chainsaws a long time ago. After shoulder surgery, hip surgery, back surgery, I just can't do it. Don't want to do it. Let's see, where is the adjuster? There it is. I might have to loosen it up a little bit. Oh, let's see. Where's the screw? Is it on the front? Yep, there it is. I've never been real good at working on chainsaws anyway. I used to be a Husqvarna dealer and a Stihl dealer. I used to be good at them back when I was in my 20s. Back when I was able to stand there at a workbench for hours at a time. Make sure you don't get your chain on backwards. These teeth on the top face that way. Ooh, I can't wait till it gets warmer. It's always been so cold. Boy, this has been a cold winter. It has. I'd like to get it where you can just barely pick it up and see the bottom of the drives. That's about how tight I like it. Yeah. You don't have to get these super tight either, because when you try to get them back off, it'll pull the whole stud out of the block. Okay. Let's blow his air filter out. It looks good. That's a good looking air filter. Just missing that one screw right there. Do I not have the air filter on? No, I do. It's on all the way. There we go. All right, let's fire this thing back up and see how she runs with the air filter and chain and bar and everything on it. I'm not going to choke it. Pressure release. It seems to run pretty good. Always let them warm up. Don't crank them cold and just rev it all the way up. You'll burn that cylinder and piston up. Because the cylinder, the piston will expand faster than the cylinder can, and it'll scar it pretty bad right there in the exhaust port. He brought it to me because the muffler fell off, and he said it was running kind of rough, but I think he was using some bad fuel, because the first thing we did was we drained and cleaned the fuel and fuel filter and stuff and put some fresh fuel in it and put his muffler back on. I'm gonna let it roll. Tell him come get it. Try it out. Because I don't have anything to use it on. Because if I worked on a lot of chainsaws, I'd have a couple of big logs out there. I'd have somebody drop me off a piece of log. Well, all right, boys and girls. Thanks for watching another Tom W video. A Stihl MS311. Seems to run pretty good. Well, all right. Y'all be good. Take care of each other. Eat your vitamins and vegetables. We'll catch y'all on the next one.